swerved to avoid a car, hit a tree. That's well good. To my eyeballs, this looks a completely wrong colour. Right guys, in this episode we're going to take on two cars that have both been in accidents. They're both DIY repairs, they're both very different repairs, but we're going to show you how you can do both of them at home in your driveway and save a fortune on garage repairs. So this one here, little Toyota Yaris, somebody ran into the side of it, they've managed to put a scuff on the bumper and they've actually taken a chip out of it as well. So we're going to show you how to repair this bumper using a bit of an old bumper, and then we're going to use the Old Chops Garage rattle can method with the blending thinners and see if we can blend that bumper in. And then this one here, we've got a BMW One Series, it's got an M badge on it, so the person driving this has obviously thought they were DK.
Can he drive?
Can he drive? You know what DK stands for?
Donkey Kong?
Drift King.
Drift? What do you mean, drift?
So this one apparently swerved to avoid a car, hit a tree, it's done the wing, it's done the door, but on this one we've got replacement panels from eBay, we've got a new door which hopefully is the same colour, it's going to be a straight swap, hopefully the side skirt's repairable, we've also got another second hand wing there, but it has got a bit of damage on the front, so we're going to have to paint this one, but we're going to paint this one professionally with a spray gun, base coat, lacquer, and see how this turns out. So what we're going to start with is the BMW. We're going to strip all the wing off, the door off, have a good look at the damage because this is the worst one out of the two. Swap the door over, get a good gap on it, and then we'll move on to the Toyota. So we'll stick this on time lapse for now and we'll get this pulled apart. Right guys, there we go, we've very quickly tore into the BMW and it was pretty easy to strip other than having 9 million screws holding a wing on, another 9 million for the inner wheel arch, but it's all good. The side skirt looks like it'll probably straighten up a wee bit with a bit of a heat gun. There's a couple of clips broken on it, might need to re-straighten that tab. Door hinges and everything are okay. Stephen's already been round with a brush and gave it a clean, he's hoovered out all the channels and stuff, so it'll drain water now. And yeah, that's that one stripped, so we'll probably get the door on and then we'll move on to the little Toyota Yaris. Toyota Yaris? Yeah. Again, we're going to try and plastic weld a bit into this. We've got some old bumper there, so we're going to do a template. And then I actually got a plastic welding tool for my Christmas, so we're going to have a play with that. But Stephen's going to get his bumper off, I'll probably test fit the door on this and take it from there. Moment of truth. Right guys, BMW is just like the Chevy Spark. The door went straight on, no problem at all. It's got tapered hinges and tapered bolts on it, so you don't even have to worry about door caps. You literally sit it on, plug it in, tighten up the 13 mils, and it opens and shuts perfectly. No need to worry about anything. Like I said, the side skirt's going to look alright once we get that wee bit het up and repaired. And then I thought I'd throw the wing on just for a test fit. It's going to need fully painted because there's scratches all the way up here. So up here it's all scratched here, possibly for shipping, but never mind. I thought we were going to get away with just painting the front and then blending it in, but never mind, hopefully we'll get a good colour match. While I was messing about with that, Stephen got the bumper off of the Toyota Yaris, and this is a broken bit here. So what we're going to attempt to do is we've got another bit of broken bumper here off of Stephen's Vauxhall Mariva. We're going to use a bit of CAD, cut this piece out, and then we're going to use this plastic welding gun. My lovely wife got me this for my Christmas and I've been dying to use it on something, and this has given me the perfect chance. So this is like the wee hot staples that you sort of just push in and twist. We'll get into that in a minute, but I've never done it before, I've never used it. I've seen it done on a few YouTube videos, so it's about time we gave it a go, and hopefully if it works, happy days. If it doesn't, we've no lost a lot of money trying to repair this, but I think we'll get this fine. So let's crack on and see if we can get the template cut and get this welded back together. So if we leave it a wee bit longer and then like follow the line, we could heat that and bend it, eh? Is that what you think?
Yeah, I mean it's... I think it should bend this plastic.
Just allow for the tip of the pen, for the thickness of the pen. We can always shave a bit off, can't we?
You sort of drawing that with a pen.
Yeah. What?
And can you see it?
Yeah, just. Wow, it goes quick.
And then you snap off you just cut the ends off and
Yeah.
leave it in it.
Right there. It happens fairly quick as well. How far apart? Fairly close. Well, I've got like a million of these. It's really good. It's quicker than I thought. Another one in here. Oh, came out a wee bit. That's well good. Happy with that. Right guys, plastic welding was a complete success. As you've seen in the B-roll, I piled loads of the little staples in just to make it as strong as possible. And this, it came out mega, it's much better than I expected. So I've already done one wee pass with some filler. It completely disappeared, but there was a wee tiny bit that needed a wee touch more. So yeah, just waiting on that drying now. The BMW wing, I've also got that fixed. And we've done a skimmy filler on that. Just rubbing down the rest of it now, ready for a bit of filler primer, and hopefully we can get this one painted tonight and this one almost ready to paint. So I'm going to try doing a bumper blend like the good old Chops Garage Rattle can jobs, and I got myself a can of the blending spray, whatever it's called, fade out thinners, yeah. What's the best way to use that? Do you use that after your last coat of lacquer? Oh, obviously. Oh, excellent. So that was what I was thinking, yeah, do you key the bit that you're blending on you as well, yeah, so happy days. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So, yeah, key a good bit past it then, and then yeah. Right, happy days, and that was my main question. How far do you key past it, and how much blending thinners do you use? So, yeah, I'm going to get a go today. Yeah, that's the plan. So I'll get a go today, and I'll let you know the results. Well, maybe we'll see. That's a long story, but I'll talk to you about that in a bit. Right. Catch up with you soon. Thanks, James. Bye. There we go, blending tips for the expert himself. So let's have a breakfast, get back round and get these bumpers finished. Right guys, I'm not going to try and fool you, it is the next day, but we did have to get this in primer and let it set overnight, because any half decent filler primer, you don't want to try rubbing it down too early. You want to get a chance to fully dry, you don't want it to shrink back. So we're back in here this morning. We're ready to wet sand this. Mere sanding, unfortunately, it's just one of the things, it's the most boring thing about painting. So this needs wet sanded. The repair on the Yaris actually came out looking really good, but again, the blooming aerosol can has left it like Raptor liner, so this is it's going to take a hell of a bit of sanding. We've got some of the dry rub coat in here, so we'll get the worst of this knocked back, put some dry rub on it, get it nice and flat, and then we'll be ready to paint this. Right guys, everything's prepped and it's time to start putting some paint down. I've already started putting a couple of coats of the white on the bumper, but it's time to start doing the wing. I thought we'd film this bit because you'll get a much better appreciation of the paint coverage on a blue panel rather than a white panel. So I've already mixed up the paint, it's in the gun. Basically what you want to do is just start covering your repaired area first. Blues are quite hard to cover, they're quite a transparent paint, so don't go mad and do the whole wing. Do one coat on your repair and then one coat on sort of these wee burn through bits, and then leave it to flash off, and then apply a second coat over the repairs and slowly start to cover the wing, build up the coats. Just don't go mad or you'll end up with a big patch of repair that you'll be able to see in the sunlight, and that's what we're trying to avoid. So let's get started, let's get the first coat on and we'll take it from there. Right guys, we've got a couple of coats of base coat on this, but I did notice just a couple of wee specks of dirt and a couple of wee bits that I wasn't overly happy with. So I've gave it a wee scotch pad just to try and get some of the marks out, and I'll get another wee dusting of the blue paint, but the coverage seems to be okay. We seem to have covered the repairs alright. So it's just about finessing it, getting it looking a wee bit better, and then we'll get the lacquer on it, and then we're going to go next door and finish off the Toyota Yaris bumper. I've been on the phone to James, obviously you've seen that earlier. We've got the instructions and it's time to get the lacquer on that, and try using this blend primer for the first time. So let's get that done, give it a go, and hopefully all this will be painted today. Right, so we're on to the Toyota Yaris now. We've got the base coat, final coat on the BMW wing. This looks really weird at the minute. I don't know how it looks on camera, but to my eyeballs this looks a completely wrong colour until I shine a light on it, and then it looks alright. So it's kind of freaking me out a wee bit at the minute, but we're going to give it a go anyway. I've put one coat of lacquer on, which just went past the wee curve there. My second coat of lacquer, I'm going to carry on onto the original lacquer. I've wet sanded it just like James at Job's Garage said. I've got my blend spray ready. I've turned the heater off now so you could hear me on camera, but as soon as I spray this we'll put that back on. So hopefully this all works and we don't get crazy runs. So we'll just follow James's instructions and we should be fine. I don't know if you can hear me properly through the respirator, but I'm going to use the light while I'm spraying the clear coat, just so I can see if I'm getting good coverage. Because this will be the final coat, and I want to make sure it's good. Sounds of it. Battery. Sorry, see. Just take it just past. And then you did just a mist coat of this, didn't you?
I can't think of a try if we can do it.
No, you didn't do it.
Right, okay.
Is that it then?
Guess that's it.
I think that's it. Put the heater back on. Right guys, I can't actually remember what clip I filmed last, but I think we were talking about how the colour of this bumper was completely wrong. So this is actually the next day. I've been to spray stores again, I took the bumper with me and I've got them to match the colour. So unfortunately I'm having to redo this bumper. The repair looks mega, absolutely brilliant. Using the blending spray actually worked a treat, it looked really good. It looked like it just needed a machine polish. But the colour was so white against the original car, it looked awful. So yeah, redoing it. The colour looks a lot better this time. That's only the first coat, so we'll get another coat on it, then we'll lacquer it again, then we'll get the blend spray on it again. While I'm doing that, in between coats, I have sat the wing back on the One Series, and thankfully the colour match on this is spot on. So I don't have to do this again, but what I do want to do yet is, I don't know if the camera will pick it up, there is a couple of wee specks of dirt in it. You think you can just see them there. The lacquer finish at the gun's perfect, I would leave it like that. other than the couple of wee specks he done. Now, if you're doing any sort of paintwork at home, in a garage, in an environment like this, you're gonna get wee bits of dirt in it. You can't kick yourself, you can't beat yourself up about it. Even guys in professional booths still get dirt in their paint. So basically all I'm gonna do, there's another wee bit there you might be able to see. All I'm gonna do is go over with a wee block, a bit of 1500, denib the dirt out it, go overlay bits with a wee bit of 2000 grit, and then I'll put some 3000 compound on, polish it back up, and that'll be perfect. We'll get the M badge back on it, we'll get it all secured, and get the inner wings back on, because this is going to be going for MOT. Right guys, BMW wing is completely finished, M badge is back on, the most important bit. So this is actually looking perfect, the colour match is incredible. I haven't blended onto bumpers or doors or bonnets or anything like that, and it looks spot on. So this is a great result, this is almost finished. The only thing I've got to do is throw the inner wheel arches on, that's a bit boring, and take it for MOT. So it's going in the morning at 8 o'clock. The last coat of lacquer has just went on the Toyota bumper again. I've sprayed it with the Magic Pixie Dust blender, so we'll see how that goes. And in the morning when it's completely dry, we'll get a look and see if this colour matches any better. Pop the bumper back on, and hopefully that'll be that one done as well. So I'll see you in the morning. There we go guys, the Toyota's all done. It's outside, it's all polished up. And as you can see, there is no visible sign of that blend. It's about there somewhere. So yeah, that's actually a really good way of doing it. So I think I'll be doing quite a bit more like that. And of course the BMW is now finished as well. It's MOT'd, just done a service on it, and it's good to go back as well. So that's the two cars all done, bodywork's done. The little Toyota Yaris is actually going to stay and get a service now, but the BMW is getting collected just now. And that is the end of today's video. So hopefully it helped you guys, hopefully you picked up some hints and tips. If you've got any questions, if there's anything you want to know, just jump in the comments and drop a comment, ask me a question. I'll reply to most of them if I've got time. But yeah, I appreciate you watching. Thanks again. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.